Hello my Purple Banditos, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. I'm PurpleRodri. Last time we defeated the champion of the Hoenn League, Wallace, and with that we have finally completed the beginning of this game. Today we are going to begin the post-game, which is also going to be a lot of fun. Hey look, looks like our dad is visiting. How are you doing, Daddy-o?
Hey, it's Rodri. It's been a while since I saw you, but you look stronger somehow. That's the impression I get, but your old man hasn't given up yet. Oh yes, I have something for you. This came to you from someone named Mr. Briny.
Mr. Briny? If you guys remember, Mr. Briny's the crazy dude that chases the seagull.
A ticket for a ferry. If I recall, there are ferry ports at Slateport and Lily Cove. I'd better get back to Petalburg Gym. Mom, thanks for looking after the house while I'm away.
It's always weird when like husbands call their wives mom.
That dad of yours, he comes home for the first time in a while, but all he talks about is Pokemon. He should relax and stay a little longer.
Who wouldn't want to relax with a beautiful wife that doesn't cook?
Is that a breaking news story?
What? Something happening?
We bring you this emergency news flash. In various Hoenn locals, there have been reports of a best-colored Pokemon in flight. The identity of this Pokemon is currently unknown. We now return you to the regular movie program.
Rodri, did you catch that? What color did the announcer say that Pokemon was?
Okay, so if you choose red, you're gonna get Latias. If you choose blue, you're gonna get Latios. So we're gonna go with red.
Well, isn't that something? There are still unknown Pokemon.
So with that, guys, we are pretty much ready to begin the legendary hunting.
Don't push yourself too hard, dear. You can always come home.
Here in the post game.
Go for it, honey.
Thanks, Mom. And I'm actually really excited to get this going. Wow, who's this guy now?
Well, Rodri, that was good work out there. I knew there was something special about you when I first saw you, but I never expected this. Oh yes, do you still have the Pokedex I gave you?
Yeah, I think we do. It's somewhere in there. I guess we're gonna be going to his lab. I think you guys know what's coming. Basically, he's gonna upgrade our Pokedex from the normal Pokedex, which has all 150 something of the Hoenn region, and he's gonna turn it into the National Dex, which now allows us to catch a bunch of different Pokemon from other regions, like Kanto and Johto. Well, that's pretty much it. I guess there really wasn't anything else after this game. I guess those were the only other two regions at this point.
It's so cool that even my Pokedex is getting updated. It's because you went out and caught so many Pokemon, Rodri.
It is pretty cool. I would like to take credit. We caught a whole 7 Pokemon out there. One of them was given to us, but hey, it was, we still put out a challenge. It was a lot of effort. We tried a little bit, and with that, I guess we've been kind of successful here in the Hoenn region. We caught a whole 7 Pokemon out of 350 something that I'm guessing would be at this point. Alright guys, so with that, now we're done with all the beginning of the game conversations, all the talking. We're actually going to be going after a legendary Pokemon which we have encountered before. It's going to be Rayquaza. If you guys remember, Rayquaza was the big green serpent thing that came down and broke up the battle between Groudon and Kyogre, and Groudon and Kyogre, and they were fighting and they were going at it, and then Rayquaza came from the sky and calmed him down. It was like, yo, chill out, bro. Don't fight. And we're getting a call.
Hi, Rodri. It's me, Scott. I'm aboard the SS Title now. It feels great to be on the sea. By the way, there's this place I'd like to invite you for a visit.
I'm pretty sure what he's talking about is the Battle Frontier. I'm not sure if we're going to do that part, just because Battle Frontier is just a bunch of battling. It's nothing too crazy having to do with the story, I suppose. But, maybe. Who knows? Alright, so we've been here to this place before, where we're actually going to go look for Rayquaza. This was where we awakened Rayquaza last time, if you guys remember, and it's actually the Sky Pillar. We came here with Wallace, we awoke it. This time around, we can make our way to the top and actually catch it. Now, I know it's going to be a little bit tougher to catch it, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good time. I also want to go ahead and explain some differences now. I mentioned to you earlier when we came here for the first time that in Ruby and Sapphire, it'd be a little bit different. There'd be a puzzle. This time around, there's a puzzle here in Emerald. As you can see, there's cracks, and you have to have the Mach Bike to get through these cracks. You have to be really fast. I'm okay at this, not that fantastic, but I'm going to try my best to see if I can make my way through here and see if we can make something happen. I know that some people are probably going to be better at this than me. I know there's like 2 floors of these puzzles you have to do, and I'm going to try to do them. I think I got it this time, though. Once you notice the pattern, it gets a little bit easier. if you follow pretty much exactly what I did, it shouldn't be too hard. One of the biggest tips that I'm going to give you guys is try not to bump into things. Try to make the turn before you bump. It's kind of hard, honestly, to be a little preemptive, to be like, all right, let me turn right here, because you don't know when to. So honestly, it takes a little bit of practice, and honestly, I would say it probably takes a little bit of luck too. So, you know, try your luck. Maybe for some reason you've been practicing at Bicycle Road and you're really good at dodging obstacles. All props to you. I know, especially for me, it's actually a pretty difficult puzzle. It's a little bit tough. All right, we made it here to the second floor, and let me see if I can do this one. This one's a little bit tougher. Oh, nope, messed it up, because you have to go up this time. All right, well, I think this is going to take a little bit longer than I expected it to, guys. So I'll be right back once I've actually done it, because I think it's going to take me a little while. All right, guys, look at me. I feel like I'm doing good. And there we have it. With that, I've finally done the puzzle. It actually took me like 2 more tries after the one you guys saw, so it wasn't that difficult. Keep practicing, keep turning. You guys will be great. All right, with that, we were making our way to the top, and I'm a little shaky. I'm a little nervous to take on Rayquaza. I know it's going to be a strong Pokemon, and it's going to make for one heck of a battle. So let's make our way to the top then and see what awaits us. Rayquaza's up ahead. I'm going to save, and then we'll come right back and take it on. Okay, guys, so we're ready to take on Rayquaza, so let's go ahead and challenge it. Here we go, Rodri versus Rayquaza, the legendary Pokemon of the Hoenn region, the flying dragon, whatever you want to call it. As you can see, Rayquaza is also level 70. I do have a strategy in mind to take on Rayquaza, and you guys are about to see what it is. Rayquaza is a really fast Pokemon, so I'm going to use some Rock Tombs here. You know, a couple Thunderbolts here, and we'll see what we can do. You know, we'll try to mix it up, and we'll try to make something happen. I also want to go ahead and thank you guys for all your tips and everything. It's been very nice receiving them from you. I know a lot of you guys have been wanting me to start the post-game, so I thought it would be kind of cool to get the post-game going right now and just to, you know, start knocking it out. There's pretty much all we have to do in the post-game is catch a ton of legendaries. There are like 8 legendaries or something like that we can catch, and you know, there's special event ones too, which I'm gonna try to do. We'll see. I'll try to do it. Well, you know, maybe we can do it, maybe we can't. So I think it'd be a lot of fun. That's one of the things that I really never got the chance to do when I was a kid. I beat Emerald. I have beat Emerald, well, Ruby, and like consistently beat it, and just for fun I would restart. But I never really dwelled into the post game too much. I remember when my friends who were playing through the same game as me would tell me like, hey, you know, there's these legendary Pokemon called the Reggies that you can catch. And, you know, I thought they were messing with me. And they're like, yeah, you got to take 3 steps down here, make 2 steps right, put 1 Pokemon in the first slot, another Pokemon in the bottom slot. And I was like, all right, they must be lying to me. This must be like the Mew hiding behind the truck, you know, where the SS Ann is in red and blue and yellow. You know, I thought like, oh, they're just trolling me, whatever. It wasn't until I actually got older that I figured out like, oh, crap, there are actually Reggies? Like, they weren't kidding me? There are actually these Pokemon hitting here that I never caught, and I don't think I've actually ever caught them here in Hoenn. So I think it'll be fun to actually go out there and get this experience going with you guys and give it a shot. I think it'll be cool going after the Reggies and a couple other of the event Pokemon. I've never done the event Pokemon either, for the fact of I never like really went to wherever the heck they had them and got the event code or whatever it was, how they used to do it. I don't know. Maybe they used to do it through link cable or something. I think that's how it used to be, but nowadays it's pretty easy. You just go, you like connect your DS, whatever, you plug it, you know, Jimmy Jag it back in there. It sends the Pokemon in and sends you the item. Not even a problem. But back in my day, you had to connect the link cable, get it transferred, you know, wait for the AOL connection to hook up, the dial up. You know, it took forever to do anything that was like link connected. So it's, you guys are very lucky now if you've started playing Pokemon, you know, once that whole, you know, link cable thing was done, once it came to the DS with like Sinnoh. Yeah, you guys are very lucky, because having the cables was a little bit annoying. No joke, it got a little bit annoying. You'd have like a charging cable, a link cable, you'd have like a bunch of different things. It was cool though. You know, it kind of reminds me of my childhood. Whenever I see one of those, I don't know if you guys know what a worm light is. It's like this little like spirally looking light that you plugged into the side of like your Game Boy Color, and it's for the kids that, you know, we play late at night. I know I was one of them. I always wanted one of those lights, but I never had it, so I would just have to turn on a light and like put my DS under there, and it was the crappiest quality you could imagine. It was like a yellow light just flashing on top of a screen, and you could barely see, but as a kid you were like, this is the bomb. You know, nowadays we have all these like beautiful like LED screens, and like, oh, you can just lay in the dark and see it perfectly clear, and it's kind of cool. Like, I'm very thankful that, you know, technology has come that far. It's almost crazy because it makes you think, like, if that's how far we've come now, how far will we get in the future, you know? Ooh, well, with that, guys, gotcha, Rayquaza was caught. So look, I actually wasn't that hard of a battle. We did a really good job, and my strategies paid off. With that, we've caught Rayquaza, the sky-high Pokemon. It's 23 feet tall. Its weight is 455.2 pounds. A Pokemon that flies endlessly in the ozone layer. It is said that it would descend to the ground if Kyogre and Groudon were to fight. So with that, we've caught the legendary Pokemon of the whole trio, and we are going to go ahead and give it a nickname. Now, this nickname, I guess I've kind of thought about it. It's nothing too crazy, but it's something that I thought would pretty much go with this Pokemon. Now, I'm going to go ahead and name it after the color of its skin, and it's also in Spanish, so we're going to call it Verde, which means green in Spanish. Verde was transferred to someone's PC, and with that, guys, it looks like we are done here for today. We've done everything we could in the Sky Pillar. Next time, we're going to continue from this point. We're going to go all the way to Fortree City, though, because we're going to be going after a couple other legendary Pokemon. I think you guys know who they are, so if you guys have any tips on what's coming up, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.